Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be taking you along during my listing process from start to finish. I have not done a video like this in a little while and things have changed a little bit since I've last done a video like this. So I figured I would bring you guys along and show you exactly how I list my items from start to finish. So first of all, the most important part, obviously, very first step is to go out and thrift and find those pieces that you want to list, those bolos, those trendy pieces, those funky pieces. In my case, lots of funky vintage pieces, some bolos, some style-based pickups, but I already did that. I do too much of that sometimes. Lately, I've been doing too much of that. If that's possible, I've been finding so many good things. I don't think it's too much of it. It's just that I have a good backlog of items that are waiting to be listed. So the first step, after you get home from the thrift store, take all the tags off your items, which I did this morning. I personally do all my photographs in my kitchen. Flat lays, I have found that this has saved me so much time. I used to hang every single item. I would first come in here, I would take the measurement photos, the tag photos, and then I would go in my living room and hang the items and take photos that way. But I've found that, first of all, the lighting in here is a lot better. I have LED recessed lighting ever since my ceiling collapsed almost a year ago now, and they had to redo it. They put recessed lighting in, which is super bright, and then I have this light on my fan that adds even more light, and it really just brightens up this area. And I literally will just do flat lays right here on my kitchen floor. Super easy. I found that it saved so much time. It literally makes my process go that much faster. And I'm gonna be honest, my process is a lot different than you will see other resellers doing. For one, I use my phone to take photos, to list, and I start all of my listings on eBay on my phone. I know some people will say, oh, listing on eBay on your computer is a lot faster, which for some people it might be. You just kind of have to mess around, see what works for you. Me personally, I think it is way faster listing on my phone. I have done it that way for over a year now, and I'm really fast at it. So first, we're gonna take an item, which this is the item we're gonna be first photographing. It is this Chico's non-iron, really cute shirt. I've actually sold their non-iron floral shirts before, and they sell pretty quickly actually. So I will literally take this, put it on my floor. Now, of course, if items need stain treated or steamed, do all that ahead of time. I find that most of my items don't need stain treated because I try not to pick up stained items, and they don't need steamed. I do very little, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm trying to make things as easy as possible for myself because I'm a volume-based seller. I'm trying to list at least 15 items a day, Monday through Friday, and I've recently decided that I'm gonna start listing a couple on the weekends again. What are you doing? Crazy kitty. But I will lay the item down, and I'm going to try to do this as best as I can. But since I film on my phone and I also take pictures on my phone, I'm going to have to do a screen recording rather than you actually seeing my face as I do this. Are you okay? It looks like he's about to pounce. My living room is quite the mess right now. And actually, I kind of skipped a step. So before I lay my item down, which, I mean, I can lay it down as I'm doing it, I will go into my phone and I will start the eBay draft before I take the picture. I know some people bulk do things, like they'll bulk take photographs and then they'll bulk list. I used to do that, but personally, I just feel like this is faster for me nowadays. So I'll get my item, I'll go into eBay, I'll start the listing, and then I'll take the photos, and then that way, all I have to do is insert the photos into eBay when I'm done. So I'm going to go into eBay, list an item. So this is a Chico's non-iron floral button-up blouse, women's 2.5, which is Chico sizing slash, well, I don't even know. What would that be? Does it say on the tag? It does say on the tag what the size is. This is probably a newer piece. It says it's a size 14. US 2.5/14. We're gonna do cottage, core, boho, artsy, and then search. Continue without match. Pre-owned, excellent. And this is real time. This is how quickly I go. Chico, size type regular, color multicolor, Now for eBay, 14 is a regular size, but for Poshmark, it is a plus size. Material, I believe it is a cotton spandex because it does have stretch to it. Sleeve length, 3/4 sleeves, neckline, collared, pattern floral, theme. A lot of times I won't do the theme, but we can. Colorful, classic, bohemian, flower, occasion, casual, travel, business, workwear, party cocktail. And then I'll put my SKU in. So for this, we're going to be putting it in the bin Y. Then I will go down to my description and I actually copy and paste the same thing for every description. Features, stretch, wrinkle free. Style profile, I will add more styles down here. Bohemian, wearable art, workwear, because some platforms can search by description. Go down to my pricing. We're going to list this at $28.99 with offers being allowed. And then shipping, I do flat rate shipping nowadays. So I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, medium flat rate, large flat rate. A lot of my items are just $7 or $8. So for this, I'm guessing it will be about a $7 ship. And then I will just guesstimate in here that it's about 8 ounces. When I actually go to ship it, I put in the exact weight after I weigh it. And then we'll back out. And that is our draft. Now we're going to go to our camera and fix this up a little bit. I like going quickly, but I want things to be presentable. You know what I mean? 3/4 sleeves items are sometimes a little bit awkward. So we're going to take a whole photo. I usually do a close up there. We're going to do a close up of the sleeve, bottom half. We'll do this side. Then we do the tag up here. And then we're going to do the measurement photos. Pit to pit, shoulder to hem. Then we're going to go down here and do the material tag. And then we will flip her over and do one of the back. Now, typically I will do, one item is at a time. I will go ahead and start the draft in eBay, but I will not typically go in and put the photos in right away. I will kind of batch do the start of the draft, take the photos of multiple items, and then go back into eBay and then put the photos in for all those items kind of at once. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you how I insert my photos now. Down to that draft that we just started. What's really nice also about eBay is a recent update they did is you can now background remove in eBay itself, which is what I do for my cover photos. So we're going to edit the cover photo, background remove. So nice. This also saves so much time. Apply, and we're also going to crop it so it's a little bit closer. The square that they give is the square that you want to use. Make sure your item is within that square. We're done, and that is that. We're going to go ahead and list it. And now my listing is live. Go to active, just to show you guys. There we go. It is live. Why is this? Why are all those not have photos? That's very strange. Okay, I'm going to have to look into that later. But this is the listing we just did. And I always have a sale going and a coupon going, as you could see. Buyer can use a coupon code for 10% off. And then when I'm done with that, I will fold the item, I will put it to the side, and then I will put it in the bag later to take to my storage unit. And that is literally how simple it is. And then when I'm done with photographing and listing an item, again, I won't do this after every single piece, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you just for this one piece. I will go ahead and go into Vendoo. You can actually do it on your phone or your computer now and upload this listing into Vendoo, not upload, import, same thing. So I'm in Vendoo. We're going to go ahead and import this listing that I just listed. And this is how I cross-list all of my items from eBay to my other platforms, Depop, Poshmark, and Mercari. Vendoo makes it so easy. If you're ever curious, you can get 25% off your first month with my link down below. So you can see I have some other listings to cross list from yesterday. I usually do this in the mornings. Have not done it yet, but we're going to go in to this one that we just did. Again, I can also do this from the Vendoo app now, which is incredible. So we're going to copy that because I always put my title in my Depop description. Red, pink, put tags, cottagecore. It kind of has that patchwork vibe, honestly. I'm going to put patchwork in there. Boho, artsy, retro. It's a top. And this piece, I have to look. I believe this was a $2.77 cost of goods, but I'm going to double check on my spreadsheet here. I don't know why it's taking so long to load. Down here, community aid $2.77. This is where I got this piece from. And in Vendoo, they have a spot for your cost of goods so that when it sells, you know exactly how much it costs. Save that. Now we're going to go down to Poshmark. And Poshmark pretty much fills everything out except for this, because like I said, in Poshmark, this is considered a plus size. List that. Mercari. Super simple. Mercari already has everything filled in except for the shipping. List that. Down to Depop. And I'm going to delete one of these photos just so I can have both measurement photos in here since Depop only allows 8 photos. Copy that title that I pasted at the very top. Source, pre-loved, modern, boho, cottage, retro. I'm going to enter $18 for worldwide shipping. And if you're ever curious about how I figure out the worldwide shipping, let me show you guys that in just a second after we list this to Depop. And that, again, is just how simple it is to list to all of these 3 different platforms. It took me about, 7 minutes in total to do photograph, list to eBay, and then cross list. So simple. So how we figure out the international shipping, we go to Pirate Ship. I actually recently figured this out through another reseller, but Pirate Ship Simple Export is what it's called. You have to ask for this to be enabled on your account, but once you do, buddy, you trying to get outside? But once this is enabled on your account, here is the chart. So for half a pound in Canada, it will take about $11 to ship. The rest of the world, $14. A pound, $14 in Canada, $18, and so on. And this is literally the rest of the world. Majority of the countries in the world besides Canada will be this rate using the simple export through Pirate Ship. And I have not yet gotten an international sale through Depop, but over the past, I want to say month, I have been adding international worldwide rates because I have had buyers ask time to time, like, oh, can you ship to Australia? Can you ship to Canada? And I always said, no, I'm sorry, I'm US only. I figured I would go ahead and start adding it since it's so simple through Pirate Ship. And basically, Pirate Ship kind of does what eBay International does. So with eBay International, if you opt into that, you can sell pieces internationally, but eBay will take care of it. So you will ship to one of their hubs normally, and then they will ship it international for you. Pirate Ship does the same thing. You ship to their hub, and then they ship it for you from there. So I figured, why not? I mean, I haven't used it yet. Like I said, nobody's bought international, but it is an option for the buyer if they want it. And you guys, that is literally how simple my listing and photographing process is. I have people ask all the time, how do you list 15 items in a day? That's a ton, which it is, especially if you're part-time. If you don't do this full-time like I do, even before I was struggling to get 15 listings up, and I still do sometimes when I'm super busy, but it is so easy to just take a photo or two on my kitchen floor. And pro tip, Depop actually prefers flat lays, which is one reason I started doing it. 1, it saves so much time. 2, Depop prefers it for some reason. So why wouldn't I? And It's really just that simple. So now I'm going to photograph the rest of my items. My goal is to try to get scheduled ahead. I used to be really, really good with scheduling listings ahead, meaning I would have listings for today already done and already listed and for the next several days. Lately though, since I have just so much going on, I've been trying to do so many things. I have been basically listing and photographing my listings on a daily basis. Like, so for today, that's my first listing that I got up for the day, the one you guys just watched. I have 14 more to do, so I'm going to go ahead and photograph those 14 items. I do want to try to photograph an additional 15 items for tomorrow, which is Friday, because tomorrow I do believe that I'm finally able to get into my antique booth, start actually putting things in there, setting things up. So that's going to be the bulk of my day tomorrow, and I don't see myself having time to actually list items tomorrow. So let me just show you guys real quick the rest of the items that I took the tags off of so far. Not too many, definitely not 14. But this piece, so nice. It is more of a wintry piece. It is mohair, but I could not leave it behind. Look at this geometric. So fuzzy, so soft because of the mohair. Vintage Talbots, small petite. Is this 100% mohair? No, but it is 68% mohair. I mean, you could tell this thing is really nice, and it is kind of airy. So I do want to get this listed ASAP because I'm really trying to only stick to those spring and summer items. This is a great spring and summer item. I did not get it because of the brand. I got it because of the style, but this is what the brand looks like. Extra large / 1X. This little embroidered kimono. So cute, so on style. I think that's going to do really well. This piece, again, going to do really, really well. I love embroidered denim shirts. I don't know why, just something about it I'm such a sucker for. I think that's going to do well. This piece is by the brand Flax. This does have a little flaw that I did not notice. And this is actually a cotton and nylon blend, which is wild. I don't think I've ever found flax that was not linen. But I love how the tag says, I love and appreciate myself. I know I'm perfect. So cute. But look at this funky striped piece. It did have a small mark here that I tried to get out earlier, and I think it worked. It's just still wet, so I have to wait for that to dry. And then I also noticed, unfortunately, there is a little run in here, a little hole. You can see right there that I definitely have to note, but I'm still going to go ahead and list that. I think somebody's still going to love that. This piece is a little Y2K semi-sheer blouse. So cute. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I've been loving Y2K pieces, and I just realized it has an open back. That is actually so cute. This piece is a J. Jill. I'm really picky with this brand, but it's an extra large 2-3X. It is like this quilted kimono, perfect little spring transition piece. So soft, so lightweight. I think that's going to sell really quickly. This piece, so artsy. Oh my goodness, look at this. So cute. Artsy, goth, grunge, boho. I love the mixed patterns. The accent buttons are all different. So freaking cute. But this is going to be the end of this video, guys. Definitely a shorter video, but I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, definitely drop them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.